music or kind of say inspirations, I've always loved the Beatles, and most people do, so that's kind of a given. But I really like Nick Drake. I think Nick Drake is probably one of my biggest influences in terms of how I go about writing music and how I play the guitar a lot. But I also really like the Books, who are this kind of really out there, like collage music. And I try to synthesize those two kind of poles, I guess, when I'm writing and recording music, is having a very like organic and natural sound, using a lot of just like both like actual sounds from nature as well as just sounds from the space I'm in. I like to just like stomp on stuff and throw stuff at the wall. That sounds more violent than it is. But like closing drawers and just shuffling papers and getting textures from that, as well as then reorganizing those and kind of repurposing them in a way that takes them out of their original context. And so I have, like the stuff I'm going to be performing today is very different than a lot of the stuff I record. And I find the stuff I record and the stuff I perform are always very different. And so I don't know where I exist musically, but I just like to make music whenever I can.
That song has no name. Actually, no, that song does have a name. It's called Roger Torrey Peterson, Author of Eastern Birds, which is a guidebook to birds of the East Coast, which was on a table in front of me as I wrote that. It means a lot, you know. All right, roll it. Summer was the last summer in which I become so sentimental, and I look back so fondly on that, but I realize the folly in that. You see, I saw my map as a work of art more so than something to locate myself on. The topography enthralled me, and now I'm lost in that which it represents. I have no point of reference, and above me everything looks the same. The trees loom so quietly. Yes, the trees sigh so quietly. I have a really bad habit of anthropomorphizing them. I do it to no real perceivable end, but I know they're alive and I know that they're breathing, but I don't think that they think very much of me. But that's alright, I think the world of them. Yeah, that's just fine. That's alright, I think the world of them. And everyone seems to be floating downstream, and I'm just waiting for the tides to change. But then I realize streams are primarily fresh water, and that this is in fact a pond. And unless there's a significant downpour, the water level won't rise any perceivable amount. But I could really use a significant downpour right now. I need an excuse to wallow. The nice days are nice, of course, and don't think that I'm not grateful for them, but I experience an odd compulsion to make something of myself, and I'm getting somewhat tired of that, at least for the moment. And I've been looking for metaphors like a blind man in the night, but all I find are similes like these, and as such I can't compare anything directly. I just have to make sense of them on their own. And I keep finding myself repeating myself, and like I find myself repeating myself, and I don't know how to stop. And everyone still seems to be floating downstream. No, I'm not swimming, but I'm not sinking. I'm in some odd suspended animation, and it's actually quite a nice phenomena when I stop to think about it. But I repeat myself again, I stay where I am, and then I don't know how to get away from it. Fall in love and I fall apart and I break both of our hearts, and I fall in love and I fall apart and I break both of my hearts. Both of my hearts beat in some weird palpatory rhythm, and I don't know why the doctors think that this should be alright, but here I am. And the sense that I used to make no longer makes any sense anymore. So I just repeat myself in the hopes of being understood. Last summer was the last summer in which I became so sentimental. I have to put as a disclaimer whenever I play that song is a lot of those were made up on the spot because I always forget the words. So it's a very stream of consciousness, the song. And I think I have one more that I'm going to play with this setup that I can do. It doesn't really have a name, I don't think, but everyone loves a backstory. And I wrote this while I was living in a tent for a month with a bunch of other people also living in tents, and it was like 2 a.m. And so I wrote this song like outside my tent, and I had to whisper it when I sang it. And so it's really weird to like transition that into singing it. So let's hope it sounds good when it's not sung in a whisper. Compelling, compelling companion. There are canyons about me, and within me they are empty for now. For now, forget and behold something you think about lots, and lots sometime for you. For you are alone, alone for now. Suggestions, don't tell me, just gesticulate and move your handsome hands away from mine. Don't stray from mind. Compel me, my companion. These canyons are a road of their own, and they fall, they grow so tall, so tolerate the steep, and steep yourself some tea. It'll be some time before this rock face faces you again. The water blue again comes tearing, each surface. I was not so sure of us, so hold, serve us in memory that stems from me. But do not dread, I am not dead, I'm just in your head. Forlorn, you were warned on matters of the weather, whether or not that matters, I do not know. No, I do not know. Compelling,
I think that's that.